My dear brothers and sisters, today I want to speak to the hearts of those who feel weighed down by sadness, those who carry the heavy burden of grief and sorrow in their souls. To you I say, Allah is with you. Allah does not turn away from the heart that is broken. In fact, it is precisely the sad, the distressed, and the humble whom Allah draws closest to Himself. We live in a world where hardship is inevitable. Every soul tastes trials and moments of darkness. Sometimes these trials come suddenly, the loss of a loved one, a failed dream, illness, loneliness, or confusion about the path ahead. And it is natural to feel sadness. But what is most important is what we do in that sadness, how we hold on. Remember this beautiful truth. Allah's presence is near the one who calls upon Him, especially in their moments of weakness. When the Prophet faced hardship, he turned to Allah in prayer, in patience, and in hope. The sadness is not a sign of weakness or abandonment. Rather, it is a state in which Allah's mercy descends most profoundly. The Qur'an reminds us, indeed, with hardship comes ease. 94. 6. But before that ease arrives, the soul may be heavy and the heart may be aching. Yet Allah promises to never burden a soul beyond what it can bear. And in that very endurance, there is immense reward. The sadness is a reminder of our need for Him. And Allah loves to answer the call of those who turn to Him sincerely. To the sad person, hear this, you are not alone. When your heart aches in the silence of the night, when the world feels cold and distant, Allah is closer to you than your jugular vein. His light surrounds you even when your world feels dark. You may not see Him, but His support is unwavering. In fact, the sadness itself can become a means of purification and nearness to Allah. It softens the heart, breaks the pride, and brings a person into a state of humility before their Creator. And humility before Allah is the key to unlocking His mercy and love. So, my dear friends, do not despair. Bring your sadness to Allah in prayer. Speak to Him in your heart. Cry to Him when you feel overwhelmed. Pour out your worries to Him, for He is the best listener, the most compassionate. And let us also remember to be gentle with those who are sad around us. Sometimes the simplest acts of kindness, a smile, a kind word, a helping hand, can remind someone of Allah's mercy reflected through us. In conclusion, if you feel sadness today, hold on to this truth. Allah is with the sad person. He watches over you with compassion. He hears your silent cries. And He is preparing for you a relief that only He can give. Trust in Him, for He is the most merciful, the ever-nearing. Mercy is one of the most beautiful and profound attributes of Allah. It is a divine quality that envelops everything in existence, a mercy so vast that it surpasses all human understanding. When we speak about mercy in the context of sadness and hardship, it becomes a source of immense comfort and strength. Allah's mercy is what reaches into the depths of the broken heart and brings healing. It is the light that shines in the darkest moments, reminding us that we are never truly alone. Every hardship, every moment of sadness is met with Allah's infinite mercy. This mercy does not come only after we have proven ourselves or achieved great things. It is a mercy that is present before, during and after our trials. Allah's mercy is so encompassing that the Prophet taught us that it covers all things, even more than a mother's love for her child. This is a mercy that forgives our mistakes, wipes away our regrets, and softens the hardness that sadness can cause in our hearts. When sadness weighs heavily upon a person, it is mercy that whispers hope in the silence, mercy that invites a return to faith, and mercy that encourages patience. The Quran describes Allah as Ar-Rahman, the most merciful, and Ar-Rahim, the especially merciful, emphasizing that this mercy is not limited or conditional. It flows freely to all His creation, especially those who turn to Him in their pain. In moments of sadness, many people feel isolated and abandoned. But the reality is the opposite. It is during these moments that Allah's mercy is closest. The mercy of Allah is a healing balm for the heart, a remedy for the wounds inflicted by grief and loss. When a person is broken, Allah's mercy embraces them gently, inviting them to seek refuge and comfort in Him. The presence of this mercy allows a person to see beyond their immediate sorrow, to recognize that their sadness is not a punishment, but a test and a means to draw nearer to their Creator. Furthermore, mercy is what inspires Allah to forgive even the gravest sins when a person turns sincerely to Him. It is a mercy that patiently waits for the tearful repentance of a distressed heart. knowing that such moments are opportunities for spiritual renewal. Even when we falter and feel overwhelmed by sadness, Allah's mercy remains constant, offering a path toward healing and peace. It is important for us to remember that no matter how deep our sadness, Allah's mercy is always greater, ready to uplift us when we feel most downcast. Patience is a powerful and essential quality, especially for those who are experiencing sadness and hardship. It is not merely about waiting quietly or suppressing emotion. Rather, it is an active, deliberate effort to remain steadfast and hopeful despite difficulties. Patience, or sabr in Arabic, is deeply emphasized in the teachings of Islam as a means to endure trials and remain connected to Allah. When a person faces sadness, it is patience that helps them to bear the pain without losing faith or falling into despair. It creates a space within the heart where hope can still flourish, even when circumstances seem overwhelming. The Qur'an repeatedly instructs believers to practice patience, reminding them that it is through patience that relief and reward come. The promise of ease after hardship is linked directly to the presence of patience. This means that sadness and suffering are not signs of failure or abandonment, but are opportunities to develop patience and grow spiritually. The Prophet Muhammad left for himself showed immense patience through every trial he encountered, from personal loss to social rejection. And his example teaches us that patience is a form of worship, a way to earn Allah's pleasure and closeness. Patience also teaches humility. When a person is patient in sadness, they acknowledge their human limitations and recognize that ultimate control belongs to Allah. This acceptance is liberating because it shifts the burden from oneself to the one who is most merciful and wise. Instead of fighting against the difficulties with frustration or anger, patience allows the heart to surrender with trust, understanding that there is wisdom behind every test, even if it is not immediately clear. Moreover, patience is intertwined with gratitude. While it might seem difficult to be grateful in times of sadness, the act of being patient opens the door to appreciating small blessings that may otherwise go unnoticed. It softens the heart and makes a person more aware of Allah's continuous care, even amid hardship. It also fosters resilience, enabling a person to stand firm against despair and to keep moving forward with hope. Practicing patience is not always easy, especially when the sadness feels unbearable. But it is in those moments that the effort to be patient becomes most valuable. It builds spiritual strength and a deeper connection to Allah, reminding the person that they are not alone in their struggle. Patience shapes the character, helping the believer to respond to sadness not with bitterness but with faith, perseverance, and reliance on Allah's wisdom. Hope is a vital force for anyone enduring sadness and hardship. It is the light that guides the heart through the darkest moments, reminding us that no matter how heavy the burden feels now, relief and mercy are always within reach. In Islam, hope is more than just a feeling. It is a deep-rooted belief in Allah's infinite kindness and the certainty that He will not abandon His servants in their time of need. When a person is sad, hope becomes a lifeline that prevents despair from taking hold, allowing the soul to remain connected to Allah's mercy and promises. The Quran repeatedly encourages believers to maintain hope, even in the face of great difficulty. Allah describes Himself as El-Wadud, the most loving, and His mercy as encompassing all things. This means that no matter how dire the situation, Allah's love and forgiveness are greater. Hope pushes us to turn back to Allah, to seek His help, and to trust in His plans. It gives a person the strength to keep praying, keep making dua, and keep moving forward when the way seems unclear. Hope is closely linked with faith. A person who truly believes in Allah's power and mercy will naturally hold on to hope, knowing that no hardship is permanent, and that every difficulty carries the potential for spiritual growth and eventual ease. This hope is not naive optimism. It is a firm conviction grounded in the understanding that Allah's wisdom is perfect and that He tests His servants with compassion. The Prophet later taught us that a servant should never despair of Allah's mercy, no matter how many mistakes they have made or how long their suffering has lasted. Moreover, hope serves as an antidote to despair, which can consume the heart and mind when sadness deepens. Despair can close off the heart from Allah's mercy, leading to hopelessness and isolation. But hope opens the heart, keeps the doors of mercy wide open, and encourages a person to continue seeking forgiveness, healing, and comfort. It reminds us that every night, no matter how long or dark, is followed by the dawn. Hope also encourages patience and perseverance. When a person is hopeful, they are willing to endure trials with the belief that their efforts will be rewarded, that their prayers will be answered, and that Allah's timing is perfect. This hope empowers the believer to keep striving spiritually and emotionally, even when sadness seems overwhelming. It becomes a source of motivation and resilience, enabling the person to overcome obstacles and look forward to brighter days ahead. Compassion is a profound and essential quality, both from Allah and within human beings, especially when dealing with sadness and hardship. It is the softening of the heart that allows us to feel empathy for ourselves and others during difficult times. Allah's compassion is vast and all-encompassing, reaching every soul, particularly those who are broken or suffering. When sadness overtakes a person, it is Allah's compassion that brings comfort and relief, wrapping around the heart like a gentle embrace. This divine compassion does not judge or condemn. Instead, it offers understanding, patience, and kindness. The Qur'an repeatedly describes Allah as Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim, emphasizing His compassionate nature. These names remind us that Allah's mercy is deeply rooted in His compassion for His creation. Compassion from Allah means that He sees every tear, hears every silent cry, and knows every pain, no matter how hidden it may be. It is this compassion that encourages a person to turn back to Him in times of sadness, knowing that they will be met with love and forgiveness rather than rejection. Compassion also plays a vital role in the way human beings should relate to one another. When we see someone who is sad or struggling, showing compassion becomes an act of worship and a reflection of Allah's mercy. Compassion motivates us to listen without judgment, to offer a helping hand, and to provide comfort through kind words and sincere presence. It bridges the gap between isolation and connection, reminding the sad person that they are not alone. This compassion from others can rekindle hope and strengthen faith during times of despair. Additionally, compassion allows a person to be gentle with themselves during sadness. Often people can be harsh on their own hearts, feeling guilt or shame for their emotions or circumstances. But when we cultivate compassion within ourselves, we give room for healing and growth. We acknowledge that it is human to feel pain and that seeking help, whether from Allah or others, is a sign of strength, not weakness. Compassion is also closely linked with forgiveness, both divine and human. When we experience sadness due to our mistakes or shortcomings, Allah's compassion encourages us to seek His forgiveness and mercy. It reassures us that no matter how far we feel from Him, His compassionate nature is always ready to welcome us back with open arms. This divine compassion fuels the hope that sadness is temporary and that healing is possible. Trust is a fundamental pillar that supports the heart during times of sadness and hardship. When a person faces difficulties, trusting in Allah means surrendering control and believing that He is the most wise, the most merciful, and the best planner. This trust is not passive resignation, but an active reliance on Allah's wisdom and timing, even when the path is unclear and the pain is real. It is through trust that the believer finds peace amidst turmoil, knowing that Allah's knowledge encompasses all things and that every hardship has a purpose, even if it is beyond human understanding. Trust in Allah encourages a deep sense of security in the believer's heart. It reassures them that they are not alone in their struggle, that the one who created them is fully aware of their situation and is managing it with infinite care and mercy. This trust also inspires patience and perseverance, because the believer knows that hardships are temporary and that Allah's help is near. It helps prevent despair by reminding the heart that Allah's plans are always for the ultimate good, even if that good is not immediately visible. Moreover, trust is intertwined with reliance on Allah, known as a tawakkul. Tawakkul means putting one's full dependence on Allah while continuing to make effort in the best way possible. It is a balance between taking action and leaving the results to Allah. When a sad person trusts Allah, they take steps to seek relief, whether through prayer, seeking support, or making positive changes, while holding firmly to the belief that the outcome rests in Allah's hands. This dynamic relationship strengthens faith and reduces anxiety and fear, allowing the heart to remain calm even during distress. Trust also softens the heart and opens it to acceptance. Accepting Allah's decree does not mean giving up hope. Rather, it means understanding that Allah's knowledge and power surpass our limited perspective. This acceptance brings comfort, as it releases the person from the burden of trying to control every aspect of their hardship. It allows them to focus instead on what they can do and to find peace in surrendering the rest. Finally, trust fosters a close and intimate connection with Allah. It invites the believer to communicate openly with their Creator, to pour out their fears and hopes without hesitation. This openness nurtures spiritual growth and healing, as the heart becomes a place where reliance on Allah replaces anxiety and despair. Trust transforms sadness from a crippling weight into a means of drawing nearer to Allah, who is always ready to support and guide those who turn to Him sincerely.